Hey, what's up, people? We got cut off by the commercial break. Got to pay the bills around here. So we back. But we talked about the playoffs and the scenarios. But we're gonna talk about our black quarterbacks now, like what we do the black quarterback form. That's what it's all about here, people. So I'm gonna go over the NFC. My man Smeeze will cover the AFC. So some of the winners from last week. Man, Justin Fields. I know it's been up and down, but he did have a good game against the Lions, and he won. They beat him, 3 weeks ago? I mean,
Yeah.
they lost that game, but they should have won. He was really mad, but now he got the victory. And I love the Chicago Bear fans, though. They go back and forth on Justin. They love him, they hate him. He's good, he's horrible. Oh, we love him. We need a new quarterback. Oh, it's so funny on Twitter what these people say about Justin Fields. It's insane. But anyway, he was 19 for 33, 223 yards. Um, I forgot his per average. My apologies, but he had one touchdown and no ints. He was sacked 3 times, 29 yards. QBR was 65.4. His rating was 88.3. But one thing, he did have 12 rushes for 58 yards, 4.8 average, and one touchdown. So he played a pretty clean game.
Yeah.
I
No
mean,
turnovers.
right, no problem. That's the best thing. You ain't got to have the highest completion percentage as long as you win the game.
Yeah.
And then my man Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, they had the most exciting game. And my man, I love the Nick Wright show, right? First
Yeah.
things first. He
Yeah.
said he said the punt return with 9 blocks in the back. That guy cracks me up. That show, first things first.
There was one, there was no block in the back. He touched him on the shoulder. He got him clean. You know what I'm saying?
But that was the most exciting game. It was
I
only
can
over.
break it down and tell you who blocked who blocked who. I can tell you.
Okay, he
I promise you.
can. But Lamar Jackson, L Jack baby, y'all know we love L Jack around here. He was 24 for 43, threw the ball a lot of times. That's his percentage keeps going down. But hey, get that dub, so all that matters. He threw for over 300 yards. He hasn't done that a lot this season, has
No,
he? Was it
no.
the first time?
He might have did it
Right,
earlier when he
right,
had
right.
one of those big
Yeah.
early game explosions, but no, he ain't really went too much over 300.
His average was 7.3, moving the ball down the field. 3 touchdowns. Did have the one INT. He was sacked 2 times for 6 yards. But, I checked his rushing too, 11 times for 70 yards. And we got those all important QBR, 70.4, and a rating of 92.8. What I noticed is everybody outside of ESPN uses the rating.
Yeah.
Nobody else uses the QBR.
No.
But remember, we talked about the QBR at the
Yeah.
beginning, people. I was an ESPN created stat. But anyway, moving on. I hope the Ravens go and win the Super Bowl. Okay? Period. Okay. Dak Rain Dakota Prescott, also known as Dak. His first name is Rain, Rayne. Go look it up. Yeah. He had that big win over the Eagles, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was 24 for 39, 271 yards, 6.9 average, 2 touchdowns, 0 ints. Let's go. What did he say? Here we go. He was sacked 3 times, 15 yards. He had a QBR 67.6. These QBRs is just unreal with their statistical formula. He had a rating of 99.4. Okay, so there was only 4 black quarterbacks that won. Those was three in the NFC. Well, Lamar Jackson, AFC. He's got the other one here in a moment. The rest of them were losers. I don't spend much time on losers. They ain't losers like in life and all that, but they lost. Jalen Hurts, biggest loser of all. He lost. Okay, Ritter. I was about to say Kyle Ritter, but it ain't Kyle Ritter. It's Desmond Ritter. Falcons. I don't even know who Kyle Ritter is. Is there a Kyle Ritter? I don't even know. But
Sound like a movie
that's
character.
right. The Falcons. Okay, I asked y'all out there: Falcons, Saints, or Bucks. Who's gonna win that division? Put $100 up. Who y'all think gonna win? Okay,
All of them plus odds. Only division in football, all of them plus odds.
it's crazy. And then of course Bryce Young. It's been a tough season for him. Only thing I want to point out: his yards per average was 3.8. So I mean, he's like throwing to his little brother in the
Yeah.
backyard.
You just
I
checking it
mean,
down, checking it
so I
down.
mean, it's a tough season for Bryce. I hope he does better. I hope there's a lot of hope there. It's just a lot of hope. I mean, for Bryce. So
I don't see the light at the end of the
I
tunnel.
don't know. It's tough. And one of my commentary last week, I said if he bulks up and he just puts on a little muscle, the right amount of weight, maybe.
Can't get taller.
No, he can't get taller, but he can
That's the
get
problem.
thicker.
That's the problem.
He can get thicker. He can stand in the pocket.
But Jalen Hurts still over 6 feet.
I know.
I get try to mirror Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts still over
I
6 feet.
know. He got to get them long spikes. No,
Get some
no,
insoles.
no. That's it for the NFC people.
Get some pumps. Here we go. Here we go with the AFC.
Here we go.
Small scale for the AFC. Pretty much nobody, almost they all played bad. Russ played average. But to start off, we got CJ Stroud, 10 for 23, 91 yards, average 4 yards per pass, 4 sacks, 38 yards on the sacks, holding the ball, trying to create. What it seemed like to me, that's the one time I didn't get to see too much of Houston play this weekend, which against the Jets, what that stat lines tells me is receivers weren't getting open.
That was bad weather in that game.
But then they downed some receivers, Tank out. I think the other rookie went down in the game.
And CJ got hurt. He's
CJ, well, but I mean, CJ got hurt in the fourth quarter, so it's like
the game was.
it was these numbers was pretty much not going to get too much better in 6 minutes. You know what I mean? So, but I just feel like just looking at that, it looks like he was under duress. Didn't have time to push the ball down the field.
Got good defense.
They do.
I knew they was gonna come at him. I mean, he's still a rookie. He's still a rookie.
But QBR 6.5, rating
6.5.
6.5.
Wow.
Rating 54.8. You know what I mean? It's just bad day at the office for CJ. But I mean, considering the season he's had, he's allowed a bad day at the office.
Right, exactly.
At least it was against them and not the Panthers.
Right. Think about your job, people. You don't have a perfect day every day.
No, not at all. Sometimes it's rough at the office.
Right.
Then we got Mahomes.
Uh-oh.
Pat Daddy. 25 for 43, 271, average 6.3, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He did have 1 rush for 8 yards. QBR 27.3, rating 74.9. I mean, with the Chiefs, same thing. They're going to go as far as that defense takes them. No matter how good Mahomes is, no matter what Mahomes is, some things you just can't overcome. It's like a pitcher with the yips. You know what I mean? You just can't get it to home plate no more. You know what I'm saying? That receiving core is not NFL valid.
There was one famous pitcher that just could not throw a strike. I think he played for the Padres. Not the Padres, but dude, he couldn't get nowhere near.
But he reinvented himself and he played for the Cardinals. He reinvented himself and came back as a hitter. No, he came back as a hitter.
Yeah, you know what pitcher I'm talking about?
Yeah,
right?
he played for the Cardinals.
Yeah, near the plate. It was crazy.
But he was
That's what you're talking about.
Outfield. Right? Yeah. He played outfield. He was a pitcher. Then he went to the outfield. But he lasted 7, 8, 9 years as a hitter. Well, but see, we're well versed all around. We got our eyesights on everything. But now we got Russ is cooking. Russ the Bus is cooking, man. Denver, they sneaky all right. Sneaky all right. But Russ 21 for 33, 224, 6.8 yards per pass, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He did have an interception on the first pass of the game that he threw. 37.6 QBR, 91 rating. The one interesting thing of all this, he had 6 carries for 5 yards. Make it make sense. That's almost as intriguing as the
17 punts.
The 17 punts, but also remember when CJ Stroud, I think, had 1 rushing yard with no carries? Tricky.
NFL,
but
they can do whatever they want.
But Russ and the Broncos, they as we talked about earlier on the other show, the AFC with them listed, they right there in the thick of things. They can get in, and I just don't know if they will get in. I got to kind of do a deeper dive into the schedule, what they have. I haven't really looked. I kind of felt they wasn't even going to be in the race at this point, but they started to kind of change things around here. You know what I mean? So we'll see what they got coming up.
They play the Lions. They're going to the Lions then. We got a lot of big games. I tell you, the NFL.
So that'd be a big game. Oh, man. That's a big game.
Yeah. Russ coming to town, baby.
Finish it off. We got Tua. I mean, I just don't see how you get 240 yards passing and have that horrible of a day on offense. But Tua had 23 for 33, 240, 7.3 yards per catch, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He did have a fumble, but they just couldn't really get anything going there against Tennessee. Like it was a tricky thing, and they were at home. Weather was okay. Maybe now it's night games, road, weather, all that. I guess you can count it as a Dolphins loss. They need perfect 12 p.m. noon kickoff, sunny day, 85-degree weather with two miles an hour wind. That's it.
G-string bikini on the beach.
That's it.
Need that booty clap.
But that's pretty much what it boils down to, man. But me personally, I don't know why. I was telling Al, I just felt good when the Dolphins lost. I don't know why.
Tua ain't black. Tua ain't black.
I don't know
Because
why.
Tua ain't black.
I think mainly because they gave us for sure the #1 seed. But who knows? They may beat us in 2 weeks when we play the Dolphins. So.
I seen this dude at the grocery store about a couple of months ago. Man, he had this Tua jersey on, the white one. That shit was looking fresh. It almost motivated me to go buy one. You know, I was like, damn, that shit look nice.
I try to buy the jerseys of the people who I know gonna stay on the same team. You know, nothing worse than buying that jersey the next year you play for the Bengals.
That's why,
Nothing worse.
right? I got a Bengal jersey, people. My last name Harris. That's why you know, I put it up there. I ain't got a favorite team. I wear jerseys for all different teams. I don't care. If the player black, I'm wearing his jersey. If the player got my last name, I'm wearing their jersey. It's just that simple. Anyway, let's talk about some big games before we get hit up by the next
Commercial
break. And just quickly in this one, I'm wearing this 49er jersey. It's Kaepernick. It was started my journey on buying all these black quarterback jerseys. Anyway, and I think the 49ers are a pretty good team, as I've said a couple times. But we got some big games, Ravens and the Jags. Everybody got win every game. So in the NFL, they created this craziness where every game is a big game, right? And so Ravens and Jags. Ravens want to keep the #1 seed. Jags want to keep where they at. Who gonna win? Trevor Lawrence. He's on a banged up knee, or not knee, but ankle.
Jags could jump to #1 with that win.
They could. I don't think it's gonna happen, but hey. Okay. Eagles and Seahawks. You know, I think an eagle would actually kill a Seahawk in fight with animals, but this game is amongst men.
Played amongst men.
And you know, I think Geno coming back, right? He won his elbow. I seen a story about how he played against the Cowboys and his elbow was really banged up and he still played. See these players, and I'm like, what kind of person do these players be under to play hurt? I mean, or injured. You know, through the NFL, we're paying you millions. You need to get out there.
Well, the thing about it is you probably got 10 other brothers in that locker room with you hurt just the same, if not worse. So who are you to, I can't go. You know what I mean? I can't go.
I feel it. I'm just saying. He should, if he come back, I think they go.
Defensive end can't even count straight. He trying to hide the concussion he got. Oh boy, over here playing with a broke shoulder. Dude got 2 broken fingers. Like, I got a little elbow pain, man. I can't play.
So this is the 3rd or 4th big game in a row for the Eagles, right? They're gonna go up there. Seattle it's gonna be loud.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see Eagles will be tested again. Then the Cowboys go on the road to play Buffalo. Here we go. See what Dak got in Buffalo, right? Josh Allen, we know is crazy. He gonna give you all sorts of activity offensively. So we'll see. But both once again, and the Bills ain't even what they in the 12th spot at the moment. But if Miami, we looked at Miami's schedule. I believe we talked about it a moment ago. They got a tough schedule. Bills could win that division if they win their games out. So it's crazy.
But I mean, the Bills, like you said, they right now currently they're in 11 in the AFC, but also their record is 7-6. 7-6 puts you right at #6, which is the Steelers in the AFC. So you got the Steelers, Colts, Texans, Denver, Cincinnati, Bills, all 7-6. So yeah, the Bills is 11, but really they 6. It's one and the same. You know what I mean? So and everybody got great games, but the one surpriser is them Cleveland Browns though. But my man Joe Flacco, playoff Joe, don't let the Browns with that defense get into the playoffs with playoff Joe. Playoff Joe don't play.
We talked about it before. Some other big game. It ain't a big game. 49ers, if they focus, should easily beat the Cardinals. But You never know. You come out to the desert,
Divisional game.
weird things might happen. You know, we can go to the locker room with 49ers and put something in there and make them smell funny. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm just saying. Not that that would really happen, but, you know.
And Kyler know he need one more win to stay out that sweepstakes. So he gunning for it. He gunning one more win guarantees him not to get Caleb.
I made fun of this next game, the Falcons at the Panthers. I said that's the lightest game going around of the black quarterbacks. Both of them
Yeah.
are pretty fair skinned.
Yeah.
So, it's not a heavyweight, it's a lightweight. In that fashion, people. You see, you know what I mean. But anyway, Jets and Dolphins. Hey, Dolphins got to win. Jets feel like, what's his name? Is Zach Wilson back?
Zach Wilson.
He's back.
That's what Aaron said.
And Zach Wilson might just got balled out, right? What could they possibly do to him at this point? What one analyst said he should just go out there and check every play, call whatever play he wants. What are they going to do? Bench him again, right?
Well, the scary thing about it is, and I feel like that one game a couple weeks ago that the Jets lost, and I was like, they could have won that one. Because if they'd have won that game, they'd probably be right in here too,
Right.
in that mix. But I think now with the quarterback, before I think he was playing to try to win, to try to kind of what along the lines you saying. Now I think it's kind of like fuck it. I'm just gonna go out here and let it rip.
Right.
Which I think that mindset came in the second half of last week. So this game gonna be interesting. If Zach Wilson come out there slanging, and they get to 20, 23, 24 points, I think it's a little too late for the Jets, but that could be dangerous. Because I feel like he's playing now like I don't care.
Right.
I'm loose. If
What
I
has he
throw
got to lose?
5 interceptions, I don't care what you're gonna do.
Exactly.
So, but in token too, kind of like we talked about with Love, with Fields, just like that. Just let it go. Like you see it, just let it go, and whatever happens, happens. Now I feel like he's letting it go versus trying to walk it there, if that makes sense. I'm gonna throw it 20 yards, but I'm gonna walk it to you because it's gonna go so slow and so delayed. It's like I'm walking it to you versus getting it to you. So that's gonna be that game is super interesting.
A couple other interesting games. Chiefs at the Patriots. You know, I jokingly said at the website, will Patrick have calmed down by the time this game rolls around? You know, they should beat the Patriots. I ain't gonna say easily. I don't think any victory is easy in the NFL.
I mean, with that offense, you can't call anything the Chiefs do easy.
Right.
That
So,
offense
right.
struggling to move the ball.
Will somebody drop the ball or step off sides or Butterfinger
Line up off sides or
Who knows?
not come on the field because he didn't know.
And we got Tampa Bay at the Packers. I think Jordan Love and them need to rebound. You know, how much I love Jordan Love. I think he's one of the better young quarterbacks. Will eventually show it in a couple of years. And then Tampa Bay, Baker, right? I mean, you never know what you're going to get with them. So who knows? But the Bears at the Browns, you know, can Justin Field and them take that show on the road? The Browns are going to get at him. That Brown defense. And then why we talked about the Broncos and Lions, see what Russ can do in Detroit. You know,
that's almost the whole slate. I mean, I know obviously it ain't the whole slate, but
right.
you know, like the Steelers ain't on there. There's other teams not on there, but I mean, damn, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. And I mean, maybe you can take the Falcons Panthers off, but that game is still exciting too because a few weeks back, remember I said I circled 3 games
for the
Panthers to
right.
win. I was right on one of them. Was it the Texans? They could have beat the Colts, and this was the other game I had circled for them to get as a win. This was the other game, so I feel like in that aspect, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, obviously, I'd watch a few of the other games over it. Good thing is Ravens Sunday night, prime time. Only
people.
thing on. You know what I mean? Party at the house. Anybody y'all more than welcome to come. If you ever been to a Tyrone Raven party, it is a sight to see.
There's been a lot of black quarterbacks playing in prime time, so it's almost every week. There's been a black quarterback Sunday night or Monday night.
A black quarterback or Aaron Rodgers / Jets. One of the two. One of the two.
All right, people. That's about it for this week. You know, good luck with your team. Hope they win.
Hey, everybody in fantasy football, playoff starting. Get it right, get it tight. This year I won 1-1. One league I'm in, one league I'm out. Big money league, of course, that's the one I'm out, just like betting. That 7-leg parlay, you always gonna trip on that last leg. But Friendly, the one that I know with the buddies that I talk shit a lot, that one I'm in the playoffs. And we're
All
going to see.
right. Well, good luck.
Looking for a repeat.
I stopped doing fantasy, but good luck to all you fantasy players out there. Love y'all. See you next week.
All right, buddy.